Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JV Live, Season XX, Episode 3. It's Season XX because the last season was Season X, and I'm really looking forward to next season.
When's that start? February?
Yeah. And then from then on out, it's just going to be Season XXX, and for the entirety of the run of JV Live.
Is there any actual, set date for a season change, or just do you do it when you fucking feel like it?
Usually, well, I'm going to use the end of the year as the end of the seasons.
Okay then. So that was technically what, 2 weeks ago? No, 3?
Yeah, this is why this is Episode 3.
Ah, okay.
You say like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Should it not be episode 2, considering we weren't in last week?
No, because Episode 2... last week would have been Episode 3. I'm sure of it. I don't know. Somebody introduced the panel, I'm going to check.
It's the 23rd in the 7 days in a week. I'm just going to point that out.
I'm going to check.
It's the 23rd and the 7 days in a week.
I hate to say it, but I think he's right.
Got it, we got to miss an episode, fuck it.
We're doing a Star Wars and starting at episode 4, fuck it.
No, we've done 2.
No, you're thinking after Christmas. And your failure there is that the year started after the New Year.
Oh yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Well, no, because we did the first one of the year was on January the 1st.
Right. So in order for there to have been 3 episodes, considering today is the 23rd, I will keep reiterating this till it sinks in. The 7 days in a week.
Yes,
It's
7
the
days
23rd.
7 days after the 1st, which is when we did episode 2,
Yes.
is the 8th. 7 days after that, which was whatever it was, 16th last week, something like that. 15th.
I'll give you that. We didn't do one last week though.
We didn't do one, and so this is episode 3.
Okay. I'll let you off with that one.
The argument is now complete.
I wasn't paying attention. What was going on?
No, I lost it as well.
Shit. Oh well. Oh, that's what the clicky sounds are. There's people in the chat. No.
Are they?
That's so uncommon. I hadn't realised what the clicking was.
Oh, we've actually got people in the chat.
Yeah, we've got Paolo.
Good evening, Paolo.
Hi, Paulo.
Hello.
So yes, does anybody actually have a subject that we want to talk about this evening that is not vaping, on account of vaping is now completely and utterly banned from the show whatsoever?
Why?
Because vaping gets me into trouble.
See you in a bit, guys.
How does vaping get you into trouble?
Vaping gets me into trouble. Let's leave it at that.
Can we reiterate why?
No, apparently not. That's what he's trying to drop the hint at.
All I'm saying is everything is kosher now with other third parties. Everything is sorted. I've spoken to the big higher-ups. I've spoken to people involved, and everything is fine.
There's higher ups.
Yeah, there's higher-ups.
Did you make big smoochies and make up?
Might
Did I
this
fuck?
Oh, that would have been fun.
might this be something to do with last week?
It might be.
You did get a little bit upset about that, to be honest.
Like shit.
Yeah.
I think we
And-
can move on, because I don't think that means why. How
Well, best to keep out of that,
yeah.
as it were. But, yeah.
For legal reasons.
Although there is some bloke Gordon who I want to have a word with at some point or another. But he's never going to watch this show, so it's fine.
No, I understand.
I don't think anyone watches this anyway, so it's fine.
But like Top keeps saying to me, oh, you need to catch up on last week's D&D, you missed it. Do I watch it?
Tifa.
But the difference is, people do watch the D&D.
They do. That actually gets a fair few views on the YouTubes.
Not just on the YouTubes, on the Twitch while we're playing.
That's right, you moved to Twitch now as well, haven't you? Yes. Oh, how many did you have last? When was it? Wednesday.
About 9, we had one comment, but I think everybody else got put off commenting when I didn't reply to the comment.
Ah, okay.
But trying to run the game...
Run the game and keep an eye on chat and shit, it's a bit tricky.
That's
Yeah.
what Like,
It does help if you get someone else to do it.
Yeah, basically, what you need when you're doing that is you need 3 screens, and I was only running 2.
Mm.
Because you need one that's dedicated to the chat. You need one that's the Skype chat with everybody, which I wasn't using. I was just using OBS. Because I did the new fancy overlay, by the way. And it looked epic. It looks really good on the screen.
Carry on, you're chatting.
I'll tell you what I want to talk about,
No.
because I didn't get a reply off Raid. I want to talk about servers. And more to the point, I want to talk about potential rental.
So we're all here, so fuck it, why not?
Yeah,
Right then, business meeting!
because Martin actually had a very good point, which I kind of agree with, and I'm quite interested in.
Is it? No, no.
Which Martin?
Me.
Scottish Martin.
Oh, okay. Punctual Martin.
Kilt wearing Martin.
Hey,
Makes sense.
careful.
That's only because Fat Boy ain't got the legs for a kilt.
Well, Fat Boy wears a dress, but Martin wears a kilt.
I told you to be quiet. What's with all of you guys?
Yeah. I also want to talk about it because I figure you guys might be more familiar with the company than I am. There's a company called GTX Gaming, and they rent out servers or slots on servers.
Yeah.
And it worked out like Martin said. Say we were to bulk buy 10 slots, it would be £8.50 a month.
Each.
No,
Well, for the 10 slot server, it would be like $8.50 a month total.
if we were to get 10 slots on the server, it would be £8.50. If we were to get 40 slots, which would basically,
That'd be a
as
10.
I understand it, that'd tie up.
That's the whole server, surely.
That's basically a whole server. So we'd have our own server,
No, well,
or our own.
what you need to think of is the servers that these companies are running are multiple CPU boxes, and they'll have something like 40 gigs worth of RAM, which is enough to run like 10 individual servers, or 10 servers that you'd see on the list are on one physical box. So it would be.
Yeah, sorry. What I meant was when I say we'd have our server.
But yeah.
If we got 40 slots, then we would have our island, and
Yeah.
that's us.
And
And
according to everything that I've been reading, is around about 40 to 60 players is the most stable on Arc as well. So when you start going beyond that point, it gets dodgy,
Right,
regardless of hardware.
so we'll cap it at 20 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking if we could get 10 slots and that could be our island and no one else joined, that'd be sweet.
But if we could get a 40,
But if we could get 40 and populate that with 10 to 20 people,
we would have our
That was
online
simple,
presence
would
that
be.
we could link to the channel and things. Yes.
The splitting of the costs is the main issue.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
But that's simple. I can run it all through the Oxymoron account.
Ah,
And
yes, completely legitimate accounting. That one.
That would be easy enough to set up a regular payment through PayPal or your bank or something just to pay it into that particular account.
well, the thing is,
Easy enough.
if you wanted an individual slot on a server, it's 85 pence. So, say for argument's sake, you are going to bring to the party 5 people. You pay your £8.50 for your 10 slots, or however we decide to split it up, and you then have up to 10 allocations.
Yeah.
And then you just work out however many you've got. If you got 4 mates that want to come and play,
Yeah. You basically.
you just
charge
div-
per
you
how
div-
many people want to join.
I realise this might be complicated, but if you've got 4 mates, you divide it by 4.
No, the other option is
Just
that
saying.
you get one of the services, shall we say, that just do server hosting. It's not linked to a particular game, and then you could have Arc running on it for 3 months until you got bored of it, and then you could switch it to another game.
I was actually just going to suggest, if you're going to do something like that, it's easier to just have a dedicated server just for it.
Yeah. Well, you can. I mean, you can quite easily run it off of a home desktop computer, as long as your internet connection's decent.
Bandwidth.
The bandwidth isn't that bad. What was it again? Well, my connection, for example, would run a 40-man server easily.
How fast your work?
Is it 4? I forget my speeds offhand, but yeah. I did
Well,
check.
anything with a server is generally based around upload speed, not necessarily download speed.
Aye.
Because it's sending the data that you've got to.
Yeah, that's where you want the response time.
Yeah, because the download speed is on the other end. When you're on a server, it's your download speed. Which
Yeah, if
is
you're hosting a server, it's your upload that counts.
So, I mean, I have pondered that as well, looking at getting an actual
Looking at
server.
what I can get hold of. You can get a Core i7 server with two 750 gig hard drives with 24 gig of RAM for €36 a month.
However, it's hosted in a shipping crate on a dock in Paris.
This is hosted out of in Germany.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I've
who?
got,
It's Hertzner, I think.
Hertzner, otherwise known as Server for You.
No.
Yeah, part of
I've
the same
got-
company. Their data centers in Strasbourg.
I don't know. Well, from what I've been reading online, the reviews and that are doing quite well.
Yeah, Hertzner's a reasonably good company. They're actually based in an old tobacco warehouse.
Oh, that'd be appropriate.
yeah, repurposing of smoking materials.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. It's backed right onto the Rhine, and they actually get their cooling by pumping water out of the Rhine,
Yeah.
and then pumping it back in.
Well, the reason I want to put this out there is that myself, Ryan, and Martin, Kilwearing Martin, had a play on a public server, and it, it certainly was no good just to game. Never mind for you to actually get some useful footage out of this, which is kind of where we're going with this.
That's where we wanted it to go, yeah, but it
So-
didn't really pan out, did it?
That's what I'm thinking. We want something that, number one, we have full control of the environment, which you do if you have your own server. You have the options of you can up your gather rates, you can up your spawn rates, you can drop your gather rates, you can drop your spawn rates, so on and so forth. It's a case of you can tinker with it to suit yourselves,
Yeah.
which is helpful. Plus, obviously, you've got a stable environment. You're not risking start, for argument's sake, doing a series, so you start building your base and everything, because Ark's not going to be a 20-minute video and then you're completely done with it. 20 minutes of footage would essentially see you having a bed.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. It's a long, involved game to get going, which is kind of good because it means you've got lots and lots. You know, you've got a series really, rather than a bit of footage. But I think it's best if you have, shall we say, a controlled environment that we have control over, rather than someone else having control over. And what we were noticing, we spent half an hour, nearly an hour, just trying to find a stable server. Whereas if we had our own server, it would be stable because there wouldn't be the number of people trying to access it because it's password protected. You know, we would hand out the passwords to trusted people.
You wouldn't even need to do that, to be honest. You develop something called a whitelist.
Yeah.
That's how we did the Minecraft.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
I don't know. I might even still be fucking running. Well, I remember.
Yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, the Minecraft server's still going. I haven't been on it for a while, but
It's the dynamic map's working, so yeah, it's still running, mate. It's been running for months without any interference. Yeah, I think we're a few updates behind on that as well.
Lightly.
So, the thing is, I am quite interested in this, and I get paid next week, and it's my birthday, a week on Tuesday. So, would we be interested in looking into trying and get something set up?
I'd be interested in playing, but I need to go buy the game.
I advise waiting for the next sale.
Yes.
No, I can get a key.
Yeah,
Cheap to me. Got it on cheap just now, I think.
because to be honest, I mean, I don't begrudge the money I paid for it in the Christmas sale. I don't, because I think it's one of those games where it will be worth 15, 20 quid. Because there's a lot you can do with it, and don't forget, it's still in the early stages as well, so there's a lot of content that's still got to be added. I think the other problem we were having is because we started and they were in the middle of the winter event.
Yes, that didn't help.
Yeah, we got punished for that. And apparently, I mean, the reason I'm so interested in this is because I follow now about 3 or 4 people who are all on the same server, and it's their server that they own, that they control, and they've done about 3 seasons of this now. And it makes for very entertaining watching because it's a group of friends playing together and doing bits and bats, and they've done it a couple of different ways. So it's got a lot of potential to me.
Well, I think the best way about going about it, rather than getting a dedicated ARC server or slots on an ARC server or whatever way they want to do it, is to actually just get a server. Because then, if we all decide we want to start playing something else
Yeah,
that has the capability to be done, you can just put it on.
retask it. Yeah.
Well, you just basically turn off basically the software that's running the ARC, install whatever you want to play, and run that instead. Just stop like it's all you say. All the games there ready if you do want to come back to it, kind of thing.
Yeah, so you haven't got to take ARC off it for the sake of it. The ARC can stay there.
Yeah, you just switch the server off and change the game.
That's why on my server Insurgency is still installed.
Well, the other thing is that us that have already bought ARC have access to the server software.
You get free access to it anyway.
Yeah, if you go into Steam, have a look in your library under Tools, and you will see ARC Survival Evolved Dedicated Server. I could switch that on right now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And we would have an ARC server.
Yep.
So,
See how much RAM it needs to boot.
4 gig for a 100-person server is required.
I think it needs more of that on its first boot if you're not.
Yeah, game servers in general don't need that much RAM. Unless you're having massive numbers of people on it. Because when you look at what the game server actually does, there's no GPU usage or anything, it's all pure CPU.
Here you go. Yep. It requires at least 6 GB of RAM to start. It's just basically because it's allocating all the files first. The first boot, you can use the RAM. That's all.
Can I just reiterate one fact? Ideas, man. Everybody else is here because they can fix.
Left up to me.
Everybody else is here because you can make shit happen.
Really? Everybody else?
Alright, maybe Fat Boy's here just because I like his face.
I'm gonna go edit the website in a second.
I suppose you'd be useful that way, but I hasten to add that the only people that have been putting any content on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, I sent a whole lot to Ryan, and it's still sat there. It hasn't been uploaded.
I know, this is what I'm like. So, you imagine how much is sat on my computer that I haven't edited and uploaded?
Yeah, that's my problem is the editing. I'm quite not bothered.
Yeah, I get to the editing and I'm just like...
And I'll put my hand up and say this is what the next topic of conversation is going to be.
What, editing?
No.
Editing's easy. You just leave it in a box labelled recordings and you never ever touch it.
I
And
tried
then
to put more Elite stuff on, and unfortunately I couldn't because the video files had gone corrupted because it kept crashing on me.
Yeah,
What you need to do is on the channel create a playlist that is just raw, and you just upload the raw ones unedited.
yeah, and then somebody when they got a free like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I've been thinking about this. Right? I've been thinking about, you know, the graphic that you made, the 3D Oxymoron purple one.
yeah.
Very nice that.
Yeah, really nice. Originally it was blue or red or whatever it was, and I was like,
Random than you did to actually make that one.
yeah, the one where Fat Boy showed me the original version and it wasn't purple, and I was like, it looked good purple. And then he spent 2 hours fucking rendering it because 3D rendering is a bitch. Even with a decent, like the top of the range 3D rendering computers, that 10-minute clip,
If I had an
10-second clip is still going to take like half an hour.
Try using Lightwave on a 286.
But what you can do is you can just film your video using OBS, upload it to YouTube, take that clip which is already uploaded to YouTube with the music on it, slap it on the back end of it, rename it as a new clip, and then Bob's your uncle, no editing. And you can cut the first little bit of the video off if you need to.
Oh yeah, excuse the bit of the video editing, can't you?
That's how I do it.
Video editing, I haven't done any all year.
Windows Movie Maker for the win. It fucking works, man.
I got to start using Premiere again.
I'm getting pissed off with Premiere.
Premiere's where I cut my teeth though. That's how I learned to edit, was Premiere. But the problem is I can't use the new Premiere because it's got so many extra little tools and this, that and the other. I'm just like, what do all these fucking tools do?
Well, use the old one then.
I don't think you
You
run
put
them
a
with
little whistle there, and you would have said,
The old
like the old pedo and Family Guy there.
the old ones won't run anymore because they try and connect to the Adobe servers, and then the Adobe servers say, oh, this is old software, it's unsupported, we won't run it. Photoshop, my favourite version of Photoshop is Photoshop fucking 7 because it had everything where you needed it, and it was brilliant.
Yep.
I started on Photoshop.
But then I have completely blocked out any connections to Adobe or their servers through my firewall.
Oh yeah, I did say anyway. Because I completely paid for it legitimately.
Yeah, likewise.
The problem is, I actually paid
someone
for
did.
fucking Photoshop 7. And Premiere, when Premiere didn't have a fucking number attached to it.
Bad old days. When the
Mate.
software was fucking stupid money.
Mate, 15 years ago, Adobe was the shit. Still is. Just, they don't do it right anymore. Now, you don't buy the software, you buy a license for a year.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
now you can pay monthly.
Software as a service.
It's not even that, it's software as a
Bullshit,
subscription.
man. Yeah. That's
I
the
blame
other-
the cloud.
Yeah.
And it irritates me, it really does, because whatever happened to just being able to go out and buy software? The reason they want you to do it is so when that software becomes
money off,
defunct,
Yeah.
you've
They don't
automatically...
have to keep supporting old software, basically.
Yeah.
Or keep updating it to keep up with, like, whatever changes to operating systems and whatnot. It's bullshit.
My copy of Office 2000 still works perfectly well.
I got Office 2000, I fucking love it. Again, another piece of software where everything's where you need it. But what did you want to talk about, Gord? Go on.
I just wanted to talk about how you go about recording a video,
Ask Fatboy.
and not necessarily, not necessarily like playing a game and recording your game footage and having a little box with you talking over it if you choose, or just your voice over the top of it or whatever. But videos in general, like what sort of software would you look at and things like that? Because I've got some other stuff I need to record outside of gaming and Oxymoron on the taboo subjects that we're not allowed to discuss.
Generally, OBS is sort of an all-in-one sort of thing, because if you just want to record a webcam video, say you're making a video for YouTube and it's just you talking about something and you want it there with you on the
Yeah,
camera.
just set your scene so that the source is your webcam.
Yeah, and then you can shape it and whatnot. You can put nice overlays on if you really want to. And then, other than that, if you want to put like pop-ups and stuff in as you go in, then editing it is the best way. Windows Movie Maker is a very basic editor, but it's a very fundamentally it's a very good editor. You've still got all your fades and stuff like that in it, so
I
you
think
can
It's very simple. It's very easy, and anybody can do it. Really.
I have downloaded Windows Movie Maker and I have tinkered with it, and it did seem to do what I needed.
Jobs that you want it to do in the easiest style possible.
I mean,
And it does.
Have they finally fixed Movie Maker so that you can save as MP4 rather than AVI, which takes up an entire hard
Yes.
drive?
yeah.
Yeah, you can save as MP4. Yeah.
What you do, when you go to the export, you actually choose your options.
Yeah.
It's not like Vegas where you go to export and you've got like 150 million different fucking options, and then you just search for like 1080p and then you still got 50 fucking options.
Yep.
So then
Movie
you got
Maker basically it will give you a couple of different options and stuff like that, and it'll just tell you the variance and how big a file it'll end up giving you per sort of meg of, or per minute of video. I think it gives you a size.
yeah,
That'll
it gives you
actually
a
take a rough
estimate,
guess,
yeah.
and then hit that job done. So if you
Then-
want a 1080p that's smaller than say that other 1080p, you'll know which one's which. And it's
And then if you struggle with uploads, a French program called Handbrake is actually really, really good. It'll render down a 1 gig file to a couple of hundred mega, if that. I think everybody uses Handbrake. You use Handbrake, don't you, Fat Boy?
Yeah, mate.
It's
Yeah,
a
me
fucking godsend. You just set it in Handbrake. You can do multiple files in Handbrake. You just do a queue, and then you just click the button. You go off. You do something else. Come back
just
an hour
cuts your file
later.
size down.
Yeah.
It's effectively there's very little loss of quality that I've noticed.
The thing is, as well, what you got to remember is all these editing programs do it to be done on a screen. Usually, it's averaging out about 22, 24-inch screen that they're designed to be played on. So when you're talking about YouTube, you've got you've got a quarter of that, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Very, very few people watch YouTube full screen.
I do
I
all
do.
the time.
Yeah, I do as well.
The only way to watch YouTube.
You know, I don't want to read the comments whilst I'm watching the video. I just want to watch the video.
But the comments is the best part of YouTube.
But then, a lot of my YouTube is done on that. So you imagine a quarter of the size of that.
Oh yeah, but then with that, it's not like watching it on
Yeah.
the PC screen because you
Yeah.
still got the same size screen, if you know what I mean.
With this, I just put it on its side and that's it. It goes full screen, and then I just have to remember to press the like button at the end to get the people the clicks.
Yeah, I do that when I can't sleep. I got an in-car phone holder thing that I keep on the bedside table just to hold my phone, and then
Nice.
and then I put stuff on YouTube, and I can just lie on my side in bed and with my headphones in and watch YouTube. Because last night I couldn't sleep and I ended up watching Bottom Live 2.
I've got to take all the laptop.
I got the laptop, it was in the bag, and the phone was there, and the phone holder's there, and
My laptop just stays there. So.
yeah, my laptop's always in the bag because I take it to work, because that's what I do stuff on.
So half of it work when you're at work.
My work laptop, if you plan on doing anything, you need to switch it on and go away for a long time. And then
Come back in 20 minutes.
Handle.
That sounds like the dispatch computers at work. I had to turn one off today.
And
Took 45 minutes to turn on and load the fucking MS-DOS program.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
the worst mistake you can ever make with mine is to forget to turn the Wi-Fi off before you turn it on if you want to do something quick. Because then, like you say, you're talking about an hour while it shuts down and uploads all the updates and everything else. It's and that's after I've gone through and sorted all the performance settings out and got rid of all the crap that I don't want and everything else.
Gord, just empty the folder labelled porn. Do yourself a favour. It will save you so much disk space.
It's a work laptop. That folder doesn't exist.
Okay, we believe you.
That folder always exists.
Besides, why download when you can just stream?
Exactly.
It saves space.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you might not have Wi-Fi.
What kind of back-asswards fucking like area do you live in?
What if the power goes out? What are you gonna do?
That's when your USB hard drive comes in.
Yeah, you can power the drive.
It's powered from the computer.
Oh, mine's not.
Powering the computer.
You know, it's one of these things. Okay, that's just a hard drive. Hold on. I've got the enclosure somewhere. Oh, there we go.
How are you powering said computer to use that hard drive?
It's built in. It's called a laptop.
Ah.
It's got this thing in it called a battery.
You might have heard of them.
I got like 4 of them, mate. They're all bags of shit.
I fucking love my laptop. My laptop is probably the worst fucking spec laptop out there.
Pisses me off, that thing does.
But it will run almost anything I ask it to run.
Yeah.
You want to render a video at 1080p? Easy. It will do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It takes a while, but it will do it. Even down to recording gameplay. I've recorded gameplay on it before. It's got like what?
I play GTA 5 and record. You know what it does? Shits the bed, and that's my main computer.
Well, what about when we were trying to do the last JV plays?
Yeah, on Team Fortress 2.
Mm.
Oh, is it OBS has been the bitch as always?
Yeah, well,
Why did I miss that?
yours wouldn't run it, would it? Yours kept going, fucking, it kept kicking you out of TF2.
Yeah, something to do with OBS as always. When in doubt, blame OBS. It's a bag of shit.
I like the way Martin's computer's currently flatly refusing to acknowledge that there might be a webcam attached to it.
No, that's the reason.
No, he's turned the webcam off. So,
I'm waiting for the comments. Come on, boys. Come on. Make me proud.
This is a family show.
Go on there.
I'm not saying a word. I know exactly what you're doing.
I'm just hoping when he comes back he's not wearing a GIMP mask.
I can't promise anything, mate. I'm sorry.
Good.
Well, that's a deathly silence. Thanks, guys.
I'm just getting like this evil loot now, mate.
I don't know what to say.
Put the salami down.
No. It was dirt cheap.
So we're going to actually have a conversation, and we're just going to sit here speculating on what Fatboy is actually doing behind the lack of webcam.
I've not got enough mind bleach for that.
Oh, the silence.
What?
Silence, silence, silence.
Do you have any backup this evening?
Alright, okay, so what's everybody been playing lately?
That's what I was gonna say, Tom.
Because I know what I've been playing lately, because I've been playing a lot of Payday 2.
Get out.
Payday 2 is awesome.
It's fucking dog shit.
I've been playing Lego because that's what the kids play, and most of my gaming is certainly done with the kids.
How are they enjoying Postal 2?
They thought it was quite amusing when you used your special move that doesn't involve weapons.
Actually, I really miss the original GTA.
The original top-down.
Yeah,
The
original Grand Theft Auto. I used to love going around the streets, running over people and joggers in a tank.
Nah, dude, driving the bus at about 70 miles an hour down the alleyways.
Yeah.
And then drifting out as you come out.
having a bit of a
This was back in the days before anybody knew what drifting was.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Actually, I heard a rumor that that Rockstar were going to do GTA London.
Ah, bullshit.
Yeah.
To be fair, back in those days pre-drifting, we just called it broadsiding, because that's what you were doing.
Yeah, or a controlled skid.
Or crashing mainly.
Yeah, it's more a case of oh fuck, crunch.
It's like flying is gliding with style. It's the same with drifting. It's just like crashing with style.
Alright, we've all seen fucking Toy Story.
Same one. This was awesome. Do not deny it.
To be fair, back in the day, that's how you drove.
What, crashed?
No, you just went sideways everywhere.
Well, was it the oh, I can't remember which one it was now. The original GTI. Basically, if you come off the accelerator, you just started going sideways.
No, you can't go sideways in a front-wheel drive car. That is a controlled crash. We're talking about real cars.
Oh, the RS200, is it?
Put it this way, my first car was a Mark 1 Escort, and when I bought it, it was a 1300 with an 1100 back axle. And when it wrote off a Discovery, it had a tuned 1600 in it. My second car was a Fiesta 1.1. That lasted 2 weeks before I got another Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah, I can see why.
And that Mark 1 Escort had first a tuned 1300 crossflow, which would happily live with a 320 BMW, and then it ended up with a 1700 rally tune crossflow that didn't idle below 3000 RPM and redlined at 9.
Nice.
It was quite literally on Saturday, fit a new gearbox, drive it to work. By Wednesday you had third gear. Next Saturday, change the gearbox. Saturday night, go out playing. Going to work on Monday, start off in second gear because first was no longer functional. By Wednesday, all you had was third. Limp along.
Very economical, really.
That does say a lot about Ford engineered gearboxes, though.
No, what it says a lot about is that the standard crossflow spec gearboxes struggled. And I couldn't afford a rocket box, which is what it really needed. So what I did do is put in a 5-speed Sierra box, which can take the power, and then it started blowing prop shafts up instead. To be fair, I had to get the carb set up and balanced and the dizzer on a rolling road because I had a problem. It bent the shaft on the dizzer. So I took it to the rolling road and got it set up, and they did a power run. And that 25-year-old engine that had been tuned, and all they'd done is adjusted the timing on the dizzer, was giving 150 brake horse at the back wheels.
No.
So it was quite literally like 30-year-old car turning around to RS turbos and Renault 5 GT turbos and Peugeot 205 1.9 GTIs and that sort of thing, which were the hot ticket at the time, and clearly giving them two fingers as you go sideways past them on a roundabout. Hence why I have little interest in front wheel drive. It can't put the power down, it can't handle the power, it can't steer, it's just pointless.
As soon as you brake, if you get the right setup.
So, I mean, like when it snows, I take the front prop shaft off the Land Cruiser.
Brian just said she likes Dad's car, but Dad's car's kind of cheating though.
We've got a Lexus IS300.
That's not a car.
It's a computer on wheels.
It's because it's a hybrid, because it pulls away on the electric motor.
Wait, hang on, wait, what's this word you use?
Electric motors are the best thing for torque.
Hybrid, basically think a diesel electric train.
Yeah.
I don't like diesel electric trains.
I know, they're nowhere near as good as steam.
Oh my
Steam
god.
trains are amazing. They're beautiful.
Oh, we've got into the train.
Well, the reason they do diesel electric is the diesels drive the generators
Yeah.
and the electrics provide the actual drive. Like say, because of the high torque.
Exactly, so it's a hybrid.
fat boy, just wait until you're in the car when we go down to London on the M1.
Oh god.
My dad puts his foot down and that thing just
It
goes.
does move.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a Lexus. It tops out at 75 miles an hour.
No, it really
doesn't.
doesn't. 90 on a country road, that was shit scary.
No, some of the
Well, after
Lexus
driving to the
do
farm
actually go.
No. 90. Some of my drivers do that down Tolly Road. In fact, all of my drivers do that down Tolly Road.
Yeah, and one of them almost hit me this evening.
I'd like to say I'm sorry, but to be honest, he's probably a twat.
My dad.
Well, got some pussy. What's getting the pussy?
Yeah, this is the reason there aren't many other cats in the area at the moment.
Murdering
She's seen
her
them
out.
all off. She's a little tiny, delicate little kitten that kills things for fun.
So like all
A cat.
Yeah.
One cool cat.
No, Sutty's dead calm and peaceful and placid, but this thing, I've seen her attack dogs.
You turn away from her and she'll probably become top cat.
In fact, I've seen this thing attack people that she doesn't like.
Right.
Yeah, that's Fat Boy never coming round.
Yeah. If we had elk in the area, I suspect she'd chase down elk as well.
Just take down a whole elk. That'd be awesome.
All you need to do is train her to herd the postman, so when you're expecting a delivery, it comes to your house first.
Ah.
Man, that's what I miss about living at home with my parents, because the postman was a guy who used to play football with my brother. So if we had any like special deliveries or anything like that, and nobody was in, he'd just keep it, and then he'd pop round after he'd finished his rounds and make sure somebody was in. And then if nobody was in, he'd pop round later on in the evening and drop it off.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's community stuff, isn't it, really? That's what made Britain great.
Gosh, I don't have the same postman every week.
Mate, I don't even have the same postman every day.
I have a different gender every day, you know what I mean?
How many genders are there?
I think they're on gender number 4 at this point.
Because you got male, female, waffle.
What?
You're Bolton. Fair.
Those who would wish not to discern their gender.
Then you have the weird Tumblr ones, like, you know, Tankkin. Dragon.
Seriously, dude, Tumblr's got nothing on Reddit.
Yeah, there's some weird shit.
Because I actually have a Reddit account, and I do post on Reddit quite a bit. Even though I said I'd never use Reddit. I started using Reddit about 6 months ago.
You want all parody porn or something again?
No, I'm not. I'm on do D&D thread, there's a couple of wrestling threads, quite a few gaming threads.
So many fucking shit.
Reddit's amazing. I'm just trying to get enough presents that we can get an Oxymoron subreddit.
Well, you can make one. Let me just see if it's free.
Yeah, Reddit is a weird place.
One's taken. You won't get on that. I don't want you people to know my username.
I don't want you people knowing my username either. That's the reason I've told none of you I'm on Reddit.
Exactly.
I think you'll find it's got the word "talk" in it somewhere, though.
My Reddit hasn't.
Yeah.
My Reddit is still my old username from when I was like 15.
Reddit's one of those things I find very difficult to deal
You
with.
just need a browser plugin to make it actually usable.
Yep.
Fucking hellhole without it.
It's a hellhole with it.
Yeah, it's just
Is
that's
Luke asleep?
You say that like.
Is he actually asleep?
No, Reddit, mate.
Are
Sorry.
you sure? Because if I come upstairs and he's not asleep, There's going to be trouble. So, is he asleep? Are you still watching Brave?
Well, I want to watch the John.
So, Luke's still awake, is what you're saying?
But he's not looking like me.
Excuse me a second, we're just having negotiations.
Does it mean we're watching Brave? Because I haven't watched Brave yet. I'd really like to watch Brave. Can we all sit down and watch Brave?
I quite fancy watching Brave, and I've not watched it yet. But it is available through a certain service that I have available in numerous homes and rooms in the house.
Netflix. He's on about Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a paid subscription service. To be fair, I do have a Netflix account while Martin's casting aspersions on my good nature.
So do I. I don't pay for it, my mate does, but...
I do. I pay for mine.
I don't use it. I don't even use it, mate.
I don't use it because it fucking irritates me. You watch like 3 episodes or something and then it pops up. Are you still watching? Yes, I'm still watching. If I wasn't still watching, I'd have fucking turned it off, wouldn't
Well,
I?
it's not even that. It's like, why do you think that I've, sorted my life out enough to actually stop watching TV? And actually go and do something with my life. Don't need functions.
I swear at one point my Netflix was just going to turn around and go, seriously, you watching this episode of Firefly again?
Yeah. Like, come on, those are the shows.
See, I pay for Netflix because my stepson and my 2 sons all watch it daily.
Well,
So
yeah, it's what kids stuff.
The £7.99. Well, Dylan watches all the adult stuff. To be fair, he's 15. But the £7.99.
You can put a block on the adult stuff, don't you?
It's not that adult. Trust me, I've checked.
Yeah,
no, it's you know what I mean. He watches stuff like Flash and Daredevil and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the £7.99 a month is
It is good value. Don't get me wrong.
It's well worth it just for them having stuff that they can watch quite easily. They can downstairs. They can access it on the Wii. Dylan watches it on his Xbox One. We've got Android devices here, there, and everywhere that they can watch stuff on. So it's worthwhile paying for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Flash, did anyone catch the new DC Legends of Tomorrow?
I've seen it on certain websites, but I haven't sat and watched it yet.
No, I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to wait for a couple of episodes because if it's anything like normal, I'll watch the first episode of it and I'll be like, oh god, man, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You want some stuff to sink into. Right, I'll be back in a moment.
Have you still not finished watching Gotham?
No, sorry, had shit to do.
That is my fault.
Dude, the new second half of the series is gonna start any time.
I haven't watched it.
I've been watching Castle.
Yeah, we've been watching that.
He was my captain before he was your castle.
Exactly.
I know, yeah.
What have I been watching now?
And he's still sexy. I'm sorry.
I'd do him.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm annoyed that that she hasn't. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I haven't got that far.
I don't know anybody who wouldn't do him.
If you do, you punch them in the face for lying.
Exactly.
My favourite episode has to be the Halloween episode
Castle.
with the space cowboy reference. That
was the first series, for God's sake.
How far into Castle are you? Because even I've watched all of the Castle.
The second series. No.
Oh my God!
No.
Wait, did I just hear that on the second series?
The second series.
Jesus Christ.
You're only on the second series.
Even Channel 5 is ahead of you.
Yeah.
We only just started watching it a couple of weeks ago.
Dude,
I told to stop watching it because I'm that fucking far ahead of it.
Hang on a
I'm
minute.
working my way through the X-Files at the moment in preparation for tomorrow.
Oh,
Hang
shit,
on.
not tomorrow.
Oh crap! I haven't seen any of the X-Files.
Oh, good God.
Again.
Where's the
Sorry.
Captain Picard facepalm picture when you need it?
But I don't. On Amazon Prime, you've got the option to watch at 2x speed. I don't know if you've got that on Netflix.
I can do it with Cody. I've got this.
That's
You
still
might-
not going to help though.
You might need to watch at 4x or maybe even 16x speed, mate. I'm telling you.
X-Files. Was it?
But this is like beginning of the new year. I started watching Star Trek, and then I got through Next Generation, the entirety of it.
Jesus Christ.
I have a lot of time to watch stuff.
No, do I? But I don't watch that much stuff.
Yeah, but I sit on my ass at work most of the day doing fuck all.
True.
No, you're not doing fuck all. You're sitting watching TV.
I know, I ain't getting paid for it, but you know, I make it seem like it's hard work. Shut up.
You have to answer the phone occasionally, which I imagine is inconvenient when you're at an exciting bit.
No, I know the amount of times I've been talking to Toff. He said, right, I'm going to put an episode of something on. I think it was when we were watching Gotham. I'm putting the new episode of Gotham on. I'm unhooking the phones. And I'm going to fucking finish this.
Yeah, because every time I fucking got to an exciting bit, the phone started ringing, so I thought, fuck it, I'm having half an hour off.
So if you ever needed a
And
job-
you've still got a job. Most impressive.
Do you know why I've got a job? Because I'm irreplaceable. There's nobody who'll do the amount of work that I do.
I was about to say, no other kids
You
go
don't turn up the amount of time
you're
you
getting.
No, because don't forget, I do all the accounts and all the invoicing and stuff like that as well. But the brilliant thing about doing all that side of stuff is I can put stuff on and watch it while I'm doing that. Which is the only reason I agreed to do it, because I ain't really got to be paying attention when I'm doing math, because numbers just come naturally to me. I'm not that great when I'm sat at like a table with D&D because I'm under pressure, but when I'm sat on my own, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So like counting dice is sometimes can be a bit funny, but when I'm on my own, doesn't matter how big the numbers get, I can always do the equation in my head.
Are you trying to say you're an idiot, Savan?
No, it's just an idiot.
I would say moron.
I do prefer the term moron. I'm not autistic.
I did say borderline.
I'm borderline on a lot of things. I'm pretty sure one of them's not autistic.
Yeah. Psychopath.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
Sociopath.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll just stop here before we.
Can you be a borderline sociopath and psychopath at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the brief is you, Talk.
You are our case study.
Well, it depends. If you're bipolar, then yes, you can.
Or schizophrenic.
Technically, bipolar and schizophrenic are almost the same thing anyway.
Wow.
Isn't bipolar the politically correct way of saying you're schizophrenic?
I think it might be, yeah.
Oh. A bit like you're not allowed to say mongoloid any longer. It's Down syndrome, isn't it? Or has that changed as well?
There's only two things, but if you're schizophrenic, you could have
You
multiple
could have many, yeah.
personalities, so.
I've just googled it.
Well, if you're schizophrenic, it's the only way to get a decent conversation.
Well, yeah.
You're certainly not going to find one here, are
I
you?
find the really difficult thing is when someone says something stupid on Twitter, resisting the urge to call them a fucking retard. Because that's not fair either.
Yeah.
But
That's
it is
not
often quite accurate.
that's not politically correct, and generally is an insult to all those people who are retarded.
Yeah, that's why I just call them a cunt instead.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works for me.
I was saying this to
Back from YouTube. Well done.
Ree earlier about my autocorrect on my phone, because if anybody's ever been speaking to me on Messenger on the phone, and I've called somebody a cunt in one of the messages, you'll notice that it comes up in capital letters.
Yeah, mine does a lot of the time.
That's because I actually changed the autocorrect on it, so whenever I type that word, it comes up in all capital letters, so people know that I fucking mean it.
You know that it's spelled it properly too.
Well, did you see that recently it was coming from the land of the free and the home of the slaves? They're actually planning to force autocorrect on all web entries on things like Facebook, so that you won't offend anyone.
But that's why I'm on fucking Facebook. I want to offend people.
You shouldn't be on the internet if you can't take a joke or getting offended.
The problem is, right, the internet 10 years ago was brilliant because it was only geeks and nerds who were
Yep.
using it. And now all these fucking soft, sensitive people have started using it, and they're all like totally heartbroken about the way somebody speaks to them on the internet. For fuck's sake, people have been doing that on the internet since the early fucking 2000s, if not way before.
I put money on it.
90s.
The first transmission over the internet was one guy telling the other, "Look what I managed to do, you dick."
Actually, it was a topless picture
or even that. So,
in binary.
The internet was developed as a network that could survive a nuclear war
Oh,
and
I
provide
know.
high quality porn.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely got the high quality porn.
Yeah.
Well, they got porn.
Got a lot of porn. Does it really matter about the quality?
Well, there's a lot of Kardashian sex tapes, that's all I'm saying.
You are?
See, the one that gets me is when people turn around to you on the internet and say, "You wouldn't say that to me if I was stood in front of you."
and you're sat there like,
Yeah, I'm fucking better.
I don't know, come and stand in front of me and we'll find out then, you cunt.
I've just
It's
the name of the show for next week, even though I'm not here.
All I can really say is, well, you know, if you stood in front of me, you'd be able to see me laughing at you while I'm telling you you're a cunt.
Are we going for a record now, boys? Do I need a little clicker?
Mate, there's no way you'll beat my record. I did about 46 or something in a row.
But were you dying in Fallout as you were doing it?
No, actually, I didn't swear a lot when I was in the Fallout
No,
stream.
that time you were playing with that mod, though. Man, you were flipping shit.
Oh yeah, New Vegas.
Respawning, getting shot and dying. Respawning, getting shot and dying. And you died like 10 times in like 5 minutes at most.
Oh, but it's a brilliant fucking mod though. I'm telling you. Obscure and Pandemic for Fallout New Vegas. If anybody's got Fallout New Vegas and you want to make the game playable, seriously.
Wrong word.
Nah, Obscure and Pandemic, man. It makes it playable because it makes it more difficult.
Okay.
Because New Vegas and Fallout 3 hold your hand too much. In the original Fallout game, you could die moments after
Yeah.
leaving the vault.
I was playing, I think it was Fallout 1 a couple of weeks back. I thought, oh, might as well give it a go.
Did you die to the rats in the cave?
Yeah, one of the rats killed me.
Played what? Sorry, I missed that.
The original Fallout.
Ah.
Top down, isometric view. Fucking brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
Tactics is good as well. It's kind of tactics is kind of like Red Alert. If you strip down the actual making the squad units and stuff, take that out of it, and you've only got like 5 people to use.
Oh, so kind of like, was it XCOM?
Yeah, kind of like XCOM.
Or like door kickers, which is quite cool.
Yeah, kind of like the original XCOM. You know, the XCOM when it was good.
Yeah.
Before they did, what was it, Bureau Declassified or whatever it was?
Ah, it's not an XCOM game, that's just one.
Yes, I actually will be streaming on the 3rd of February, by the way.
Really?
You what?
I will actually be streaming on the 3rd of February.
Can we have this in writing, in triplicate?
Let's just put it on video, so that counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like an admission of guilt.
What will you be streaming?
What comes out that day?
Dunno.
Something with Byron.
It's not XCOM 2, is it?
American Truck Simulator comes out that day. I've got to do it, you know the rules.
This is true.
Me and Graham have been talking to see if we can rebuild the truck as well.
With the drinks holder?
There was a shoe like duct taped to the steering wheel.
Hmm.
I've still got the same shoe as well, actually.
So you're actually going to do some streaming?
Yeah, my first stream of the year, pretty much.
Probably be your only stream of the year, then.
I've been thinking about doing another 24-hour stream, but I don't know what to stream.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Well, it's probably empty where you threw it.
I don't know, I
Go and find it.
I've been wanting to get streaming done, but I just feel like too much shit the last week or two.
In all fairness, mate, you don't sound all that great.
I'm not. My throat's fucked.
I'd make it.
Come here.
And that's why your barbarian didn't get killed on Wednesday during D&D.
Yay! I wouldn't have held it against
Oh,
you.
don't worry. Killed my old character again. You
I
bastard.
told you needed to be there for that one.
Yeah, but you wouldn't let me get the final kill, you twat.
I know, that's not my fault. Don't blame me for the dice.
I'm blaming you for the dice. I'm blaming you because you made us use roll 20.
Do you know how many abilities I did not use for those characters so that I didn't get a TPK? I could have killed all of you.
You gotta admit, it might be a cool way of ending one of them though, just basically setting the floor on fire.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good plan. I couldn't let you do it as one action though, because
I'd be doing it all the damn time, let's be brutally honest.
yeah.
Everything to be on fire.
Plus, it takes.
Should have allowed it then, you idiot. All the gym and setting orphanage on fire.
There was no evidence to prove that,
Or Sam pulling a child's head off.
and I don't know what you mean. VHB was never there. Which, by the way, just in case anybody is interested, the last session of D&D is live on the Oxymoron YouTube.
Well, it's recorded on the Oxymoron.
No, it was streamed on Twitch.
Yeah, but you're not doing it live at the moment, so it's not live.
Alright, technicalities, come on.
When I say live, I mean that the video is available to watch.
What channel is it on?
Oxymoron Gaming on YouTube. Which I believe is youtube.com/Oxymoron Gaming.
No.
Have we not got the shortcut?
No, it still won't fucking go through, because YouTube is a pile of shit. I say this as stream on YouTube, pretty much. Well, you can hangouts or whatever. Actually, no, it is on YouTube, isn't it? I don't know.
This is on YouTube, yeah.
So, I'm gonna go piss around with the channel. Carry on.
You'll have to let me know what you think of the overlay when it's actually got the cameras behind it.
I did look at the one on Twitch. It was good.
I think it's a nice little touch. Maybe the frames need to be a bit smaller and the camera windows need to be a bit bigger, but other than that, I think it's alright. Because when some people are moving about, they sort of move out the frame of the picture.
Yeah.
The bitch is lovely.
Oh, the message is being silly again.
Well, while the missus is being silly, do you want to send her over to the Oxymoron YouTube and get her to watch every single video?
Mate,
I just watch the first few seconds and click the like button.
Brief
And then-
review update.
I've watched
Well, I
that
think I'm-
already, Top.
What's the one with me?
Well, that's not
I'm
hard.
finding when I've watched them, so I'm sorry.
Somebody got called retarded on one of our videos, I've just noticed.
Yeah, that was Pants, wasn't it?
What?
Yeah, it was in the Battlefront video.
What did I do?
Oh, you got called retarded.
Yes, indeed.
What did you do?
I don't know. Do I fucking care?
Like,
Dude, if anybody ever actually gets upset by a YouTube comment, you just need to...
I was just wondering what he actually managed to
Step
do.
back from the internet.
To actually comment on our video.
I think he handled it pretty well, though, because he did reply to the comment. What did you reply to the... I can't remember what you replied to the comment now.
Can't even remember myself, actually.
Go on, Gord, you were saying about reviews or
Yeah,
something?
brief update. Before Christmas, we purchased 2 of these, which are SpeedLink pads.
Yes.
I think we paid approximately £13 for each one. But you plug them into the PC and they work. They're recognised as an Xbox 360 controller and they work fine. Well, one of them died. Well, it didn't die yesterday. It suffered an impact,
No.
which basically I need to unscrew it and slot this trigger piece
Back in.
back in. It won't be fully repaired because one leg of it snapped, but that isn't down to playing, that is down to toddlers dropping them on the floor.
That's pretty good, actually.
But other than that, they're still functioning, and they do actually work well when you get them in, to be fair. I've played with them quite a bit. So if someone needs a controller for a PC and they're not planning on throwing them on the floor every 5 minutes, I'd suggest that the speed links are worth looking at, and they're kept in stock in PC World, so you can just go and get one.
Yeah, just buy one of those Afterglow Xbox 360 controllers for 17 quid.
Well, that would have been my option, but at the time we didn't have that sort of money around, but we did have the 26 quid necessary for them.
Yeah.
So it was the difference between arguments over Xbox 360 controller or both of them having a controller. So,
Okay.
but for an adult, I'd say most adults would get a good 6 months out of them easily.
So I've just gone back and checked, and I'm not going to say the gentleman's name because he's obviously been on the Oxymoron YouTube at some point. But you can't say you are retarded. ... You just say you are retarded. That's a sentence. There's no. It's not leading towards anything. But I will say that the reply by Pants was very nice. It was, "We love you too."
Nice.
That was it.
Handled that well, mate. Well done. You're better than me. I just replied, "You're a cunt."
Well, the thought did cross my
Go
mind.
on, have a go. You're a cunt.
Can I
Okay.
just ask the question, when he said you are retarded, did he put the hyphen in an RE or did he spell it
No, he
Y-O-U-R?
actually said you are.
Oh,
He actually-
semi-literate then.
He is semi-literate, although unfortunately his grammar still stinks. And mine's not brilliant. My spelling's all over the place, but my general grammar is fine.
But you're saying that this is a person who did used to publish on Oxymoron?
Didn't used
No.
to publish. No. Just somebody who's
Simply
obviously.
visited the page, yes. My camera battery's at 1%. I might be dying shortly.
Oh no.
Well, I think we've pretty much crossed every bridge we can without calling the French a bunch of cheese-eating surrender monkeys. So,
There we go.
Hey, you got it in. Hey! And there we were going to go. I thought we were going to get a whole episode without you going on about the French. Yeah.
Hey man, traditions have to be, upheld.
we started late. We didn't start until I finished my first beer, and I got to insult the French.
That's a win in your book.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
They-
glad to see that they're finally realising that Europe was a horrible, horrible mistake.
Oh
No,
God!
Europe
No,
was
no,
horrible.
no,
No,
politics.
The EU was.
God.
I'd rather talk about fucking Teletubbies than politics. So we will do our goodbyes,
No,
And,
not touched it.
and I can finish my last beer in peace then.
Fuck all y'all.
Well, I would say fuck all y'all, but there's nobody fucking watching anyway, so it don't make no difference, does it?
Yeah.
So, Pants, would you like to say your goodbyes?
Your goodbyes.
And thank you for joining us, even though you are proper poorly ill.
Yeah, I'm a bit fucked, but fuck. Shit. Fine.
And
I'll
like
live.
like I said on Wednesday, when a Scotsman tells you he's ill,
Generally means
Die. Yeah.
it means he's genuinely ill. Fat Boy, thank you for joining us this evening. It has been
Oh,
a
we're-
pleasure and a
probably not
privilege
gonna be
as
back.
always. And we'll
It
see you in
is.
about 6 months.
You
Yeah, roundabout, yeah.
Gords, thank you for joining us this evening. Would you like to say your goodbyes, sir?
Yeah, goodbye anyone.
Hey, there goes my phone. That was good
Finally,
timing.
would you like to say your goodbyes?
Certainly, goodbye everyone. Thanks for watching. See you sometime.
Oh, Fat Boy, I forgot to ask you if you wanted to say your goodbyes.
Oh.
Good God.
So, Tatty Boy,
Excuse